Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Married to Medicine, Season 6, Episode 10. It went in, it went down. We done seen Damon, change his colors. He got up out his seat ready to beat the shit out of Aiden. He said, it is what it is. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do with my wife. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect my family. What's up? Eugene had to jump in and be like, he's just trying to defend his wife. Yo, Damon was ready to, have it in with Dr. Aiden. Dr. Aiden was ready to run and go. Mariah knew it. Mariah was running with her husband because it was about to be down. And then Mariah had the nerve to make a shank. She broke a flute and she was about to cut Dr. Heavenly. What kind of shit is that? Like, come on? Is this Prison Wives? What's going on? Mariah. So now we know Mariah is strictly dickly from the streets. Like, she's straight from the streets. She's straight hood. Who makes a weapon, or she strictly know how to survive. Like, she's a survival type. She knows how to survive in any type, shape, or form. Whether she's a doctor wife or she's a hood chick, she's ready to. She made a shank. A shank. Are you serious? I was like, oh no. Then we got Contessa accusing Toya of hurting her breast, elbowing her breast, hitting her breast on purpose because she's mad at her. Damn, Toya must really be mad. Contessa must really think she's mad at Contessa didn't want to participate in what was going on the trip. I was like, damn, we going there. We getting the end. And damn well Quad ain't going to tell us nothing. She's only going to tell us what she wants us to know. You know what I mean? And basically, we don't really need Quad to tell us anything because it's all on the blogs. Every blog got Quad's information, everything that she's doing. But I think it was a cover-up when Quad was like, Dr. G was at the club with a woman. He probably was, but she didn't want nobody to bring up that she stole all the furniture out the house. But she didn't steal the furniture. She removed community property to another location, and as long as she's in the same county, it's legal, so she got away with it. That's what it is. And she's not going to tell people that she don't think is her friends what's really going on, what's down, what's really the situation's about. She ain't going to be real with us like that. She want everybody else to be real, but she ain't going to be real because she knows that the women are going to be pointing their fingers at her because she was pointing her fingers last season and at Curtis. I was like, yo, they really getting deep. They going real. They ain't playing around. I'm just like, shit. Okay, so let's get it started. We got Dr. Jackie. Basically, she's saying less patience because she's at home with Curtis doing her thing. She's spending more time with him. And she's actually learning, to be different, to change. And she's actually changing and being different. So maybe she does really want to be with Curtis. And maybe she really wants to keep him. And maybe that's what it is, that she loves him. And she's going, because, Curtis was complaining the season before last, the other season, that Dr. Jackie don't spend enough time with him, and he wanted her to cut down her hours. Damn sure she did. She cut down her hours, so she must love that man. And she's saying, less patience and everything. I was like, you go, Dr. Jackie. You got your boo-boo. And so we move on to, Contessa. We're at Contessa's house. And guess who comes to see her? Heavenly comes to see her. And she bring gifts. She bring baskets. She bring all types of stuff for Contessa just to visit her, just show her that she appreciate. I don't know why Toya hasn't visited Contessa, because if she would have visited her or talked to her, it wouldn't have been like this on a trip. It would have been a very different vibe between Contessa and Toya. And then also Quad shows up, and then Contessa asks the biggest question: how was Mariah's party? It was like, we don't know how Mariah's party was because we didn't go. And basically Heavenly was like, come on, we're gonna celebrate black love when Quad is going through a divorce. That don't make no sense. So she was feeling a certain type of way. She wasn't hearing it. And basically, so it seems like they didn't want that she wasn't attending to go to the Black Love Party at all. She wasn't trying to have it. And then Dr. Heavenly was like, how are we going to attend some Black Love Party when this bitch right here is going through a divorce? She goes, oh, I don't mean to call you a bitch. I was like, oh my God. Heavenly is getting out here. Like, she is doing the most to make sure she don't have to talk about her husband, what's going on in her marriage. Because supposedly Mariah's talking about Damon be out here in these streets and he be looking for not the same sex type of party, allegedly, that Mariah said on a previous episode. So I was just like, damn, what's really going on? I was like, shit, it's getting heated up in here. And Contessa is just like, and so then Contessa tells, Dr. Heavenly the size of her breast, like she got a B or a C cup. And Heavenly was like, what's wrong with this woman? She done had a double vasectomy. Then she had implants and she gonna get the same type of breast. That don't make no sense. That's just like going to a doctor to get an ass and to come back with a flatter ass. I was like, yeah, how come she didn't get a 38C? A 39D, a 38D, a 38 double D, or something? Like, damn, like give your husband something else to work with too as well. You know, he done stick beside you, Scott, and he's gonna continue to stick beside you, Contessa. But why not get him some biggie boobies? Give him some big boobies, you know, so he can play with and have something different going on. So Heavenly is definitely shading Contessa, but I'm feeling the same way. Like, she should have went up like 2 cups bigger or something, you know, make her husband forget all about the you know, double vasectomy too as well. But you know, Contessa is a very conservative woman when it comes to, I guess, things like that. So it is what it is with that situation. And so we have Mariah and Simone. They meet up and they having lunch or whatever, and basically their conversation is about Quad and Dr. Heavenly not showing up to, you know, Mariah's party. And basically Simone feels like, you know, Quad shouldn't go on a trip. She can't show up to participate in girl activities, but yet she wants to come on a couples trip. I don't think she should even come because she don't want to share. She don't want to tell us nothing. She want to keep it to herself. You can't ask her no questions. It's a touchy situation. Everything's sticky. And you know what? She needs to stay home and get herself together. And that's what put the battery in Mariah's back. That's what made Mariah be like, yo, when I get a chance to talk to Quad, since Simone is on my side and Simone helped kick me out the group, maybe Simone will have my back and I'll get the okay to kick, you know, Quad out the group or whatever. I was just like, I was like, damn, we're really, and Quad, and then Simone didn't say anything at the dinner table. Well, maybe in the next episode she would, but she didn't say anything, and she put that battery in Mariah's back. Mariah was like, oh shit, I got the confirmation that I can start shit with Quad because she ain't sharing anything. But you think about it, Simone shared what's going on with her and Curtis, how bad their marriage was, how they not having sex, they're living in a different house. Curtis got this best friend that's always in the business, and he don't say I love you, he don't kiss me, we don't, you know, our marriage is like, you know, Taryn, it's like it's going to ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's about to be over. And then you also had, you know, Dr. Jackie share about what was going on with Curtis cheating and shit like that, and what he did with the woman that he was with, and she went to the blogs. And then we got Mariah talking about Aiden was cheating on her, but she didn't give great detail of how, you know, Aiden stepped out and cheated on her. So it is what it is with that situation. But Simone put that battery and Mariah's back. So we have that situation, and Simone is really not feeling Quad at all. She was like, Quad don't belong here. And then Simone had the nerve to show us her bathing suit, her bottom piece, her bottoms. It was so ugly, Simone. I don't know where you be getting these clothes from, where you be shopping. But that bathing suit bottom was so ugly. I didn't even know what to do with myself. I was like, no, you are not. So, you know, Quad is still, you know, she's at Contessa's house. She's with Heavenly. Basically, Quad is saying that she's going to go on a trip and she's going to need this. It's going to be fun for her. She knows she doesn't have her husband, but it'll give her some time to get herself together and think about things and basically have a joyous time. But on the other end, you got Simone over here talking about, you don't need to go. You don't need to be here. You know, that should be some questions asked about you coming. You can't come to anything else and support anything else. I was like, ooh. It's going to be a showdown. I was like, damn, Mariah got that battery in her back. And so that's what it's going to be with that situation. So we have, you know, Dr. Simone. She's talking about, did you read the blogs? Did you hear the blogs? Quadrant took all the furniture. Then you have, you know, Toya talking about, you know, did you read the blogs, Eugene? Eugene was like, I don't read the blogs. It's not a former source of news. The Shade Room is not news at all. Because, you know, Toya was like, you see the Shade Room? He was like, that's a gossip site. It's a gossip. And everything is alleged on that site. Well, she was like, well, she done took all the furniture out the house. She cleaned the house out. Then Toya's in a confessional with Eugene, and she's just like, I'll be damned if I leave the house. I'll be damned if I take the furniture out the house. I'll burn that shit. Then she also said, you know what? And I wouldn't even leave the house. I wouldn't have to take no furniture because this is my house and I'm staying in it. I ain't going nowhere. And, you know, Eugene was like, we ain't planning on getting no divorce. I was like, they're too cute. And they're going on 10 years, their anniversary. They're going to Antigua, basically to go chill, have a good time. Toya believes that this trip is going to be better than any other trip that's been planned. But so far, it's in with the drama. And the drama is on. And I was just like, whoa, it is really like that. I was like, they're going, and you know, Eugene, he don't want to hear about the gossip. He's all good with the gossip. He don't really care. And basically, all the guys, well, Cecil and Eugene is trying to figure out a way how they're going to, you know, be friends with Quad and also be friends with Dr. G too as well. How they're going to maneuver their way around this as they're going through this divorce too as well. So, because the men still want to stay friends with Dr. G basically, and the women want to stay friends with Quad, but Quad is kind of pushing some of them away. Like, you know, Mariah, like Simone. Jackie's neither here or there with the situation. She's like, whatever. And so we have that situation going on. And then we have, you know, Jackie, she's been working out and everything. And then she shows up to the airport in a wheelchair, and Curtis is pushing her because she cracked something when she was exercising. She don't know what it was. She didn't go see a doctor. She didn't go get an MRI because she said, it's nothing going to stop me from coming on this trip. I'm happy now, motherfuckers. I'm happy with Curtis. I'm feeling good with Curtis. And now I can go on this trip and be in love and be happy. Not people pointing the finger. Not people asking me questions. Not people separating from different rooms, giving Curtis the stank eye, giving me the stank eye, saying that I'm stupid. I'm going to be here with my man to represent. She's glad that Quad's there too as well, because Quad was one of the women pointing the finger. So we have that situation. Then everybody shows up to the airport. Aiden and Mariah, they are coordinated. They look alike. They're dressed alike or whatever. Quad is late. She gets there very, very, very late. 2 minutes before they was about to board. Nobody's talking about we ain't waiting on her or nothing like that. She either get here or she don't get here. They ain't stressing it. But, you know, but Quad, she does make it. And she's on time and she get on the plane. And so everybody's there. Even Contessa and Scott shows up. But it seems like Contessa and, you know, Toya didn't even greet each other. That's what it made like it looked like. And then Mariah was like, I'm glad that, you know, Heavenly got on sneakers so she can run herself the other way from me, run away from me. So when she see me, she can run the other way. I was like, Yes, she did have on her sneakers. And Dr. Heavenly has not forgave Mariah insinuating that her husband is cheating with men. So, you know, Heavenly is going to be poking and poking and poking and poking. It is what it is. She's not going to let up off of Mariah because of that statement too as well. So therefore her spiritual journey is out the window, especially on this trip. She ain't thinking about no counseling, no spiritual journey, no nothing. She's thinking about getting in that ass. And basically she's there. She got Quad's back. So basically Heavenly right now, she got Quad's back, and anybody that's coming at Quad, she got them. And, you know, Simone is looking at, Dr. Simone is looking at that too. Dr. Jackie's looking at that too as well. So it's Toya. They're like, you know, Quad has a partner. Her name is Dr. Heavenly, and they both diss Mariah and didn't show up to her Black Love party, so they team up their team. That's what I believe that they are thinking. But you know what? It's good entertainment. It's good TV. I ain't on nobody's side. I just want to see what's going on, what's going to happen. I'm like, damn, these women are educated up here wilding like it ain't nobody business. And so moving on from that, they all get on the bus. They got a nice little bus ride from the airport to the house. There was like, is there alcohol on the bus? Yes, there is. And they drink it. And then this is when, you know, there was like, to all the married couples, we made it. We're here. Congratulations. And they all get ready to have a toast. And then that's when Quad was like, me too, me too. And then there was like, well, you know, Eugene was like, well, you too, because you still kind of married, right? You still married, right? And then, yeah, but let me tell you. So she, of all the people as an ally, she goes to Curtis, whisper into his ear because he was sitting in front of her, which she couldn't stand Curtis last season. She was like, I seen my husband in a club with another woman dancing. That was like, how did you see that, Quad? Well, my friend was at the club. I had to pick up something, and that's how I seen. They was looking at her like, come on, like somebody called you and told you, especially Toya, somebody called you and told you that, you know, Dr. G was at the club chilling with another woman. And she was like, well, that side piece became the main piece since I'm not in the picture. Well, there's a lot of women that would probably want to date Greg because he is a doctor, he wants kids, he wants to be married, and he wants a family. And there's a lot of women that are down with that situation. You know, Quad, a lot of women want to be kept. I know you didn't want to be kept and you didn't want to have a baby with Dr. G, but let me tell you, there's a lot of women in Atlanta that is fertile and ready to have his baby and get married and live a life of luxury. So that's the situation with that. And then unless Quad was like, I had to go see my friend to get some. You had to get some weed. You was buying some weed. That's the only way that you go to the club to meet somebody, unless you get some weed, unless you wanted to see the woman that he was cheating with. And I guess that's something that Mariah wanted to know too as well. What did the woman look like? Was she young? Was she old? Was she skinny? Was she fat? Did she have long hair? Did she have short hair? Have you seen her before? Do you know who she was? I guess that's the information that, that's some of the information that, Mariah wants to hear from Quad. But Quad ain't gonna tell all of that. That's some shit you tell your girlfriends. Not the people, not your co-workers. But, Mariah and Simone do have a point. Like, you gotta open up. You're on this show to open up. But you can tell us what you want to tell us. You don't got to tell us everything, because you're in the process of going through a divorce and shit is still legal right now. So we have that situation. Everybody was like, Greg was in another club. I think everybody on the bus was thinking like, yeah, she's throwing that up now because she don't want us to mention that she went and she took all the furniture, the lighting, the lamps, the stove, the refrigerator, the washer, the dryer. She took all the appliances out the house. I don't think she want anybody to mention that. And she knows that they're going to mention it. So I don't even know why Mariah doesn't. I don't know why Quad doesn't mention it herself and just say, hey, listen, the shit on the blogs is true. Or maybe if she say the shit on the blogs is true, it's like incriminating herself. But what I found out, it was legal for her to take the furniture out the house, because there's a clause in their separation where as long as you take the items off the house and you don't take it to another city or state, as long as it's in the same county, it's legit. That was, a clause inside their divorce, not the divorce decree, but their separation ordered by the judge. So she has a heads up on that, and she should have said something. And Toya was like, she's good for her. Glad she got, Heavenly was like, glad she got something, glad she took something, glad she had something, because Heavenly was telling Dr. Damon about the same situation, because at least she got something out of it. I would have took everything. So I thought that was kind of cute or whatever. So we have that situation. So now, they're getting ready to check in, and then they get to the villas. The villas look beautiful. They have their own separate, it's a gated community. When they get there, the people are out there dancing and entertaining them. Aiden, he's dancing, he's doing his thing or whatever, and it looks good. Cecil and Dr. Simone in their confession, he was like, I don't know if I can dance like Aiden. I don't know if I can move like Aiden. It looks like he's doing the shake and jerk, the herk and jerk. He was like, look, they're cracking on his dancing. They already cracked on him thinking that he's black. So that cracked. So Cecil's cracking on the way Aiden's dancing. He said, look, like he's doing a herk and jerk. He was just making fun of him, and they was just laughing or whatever. And then Mariah was like, oh, one thing Toya can't do is spend some coin, and she did. She spent some coins on them and on that villa. Well, Bravo paid for it. There's no way. But isn't it like a good refreshing thing? At one point in time, the couples had to chip in to pay for Toya and Eugene to actually go on a trip, because they was bankrupt, they was they owed taxes and stuff like that, and now they're actually hosting the trip, and they're actually doing a lot better financially, and they're building their own house. So kudos to them, and kudos to them for 10 years too. So that was cool. So moving on from that situation, they got the master bedroom or whatever. So now they're showing each other. Now it's time to go to the other villa, because there's 2 villas that they have. And as Toya is going up to the villa to show them, there's a crab, and she end up, she said she hit her hand back. Contessa said she did the elbow. So, Contessa is hurting now. She's in pain because she just had a double vasectomy. She got breast implants or whatever. She's crying. She's in pain. And she's also questioning whether Toya did it or not. Toya is actually apologizing, saying sorry when it first happened, and Toya had just thought like it's nothing or whatever. And Scott was like, let's not think like that, because that'll make it even worse. So it is what it is with that situation. So Contessa is sitting there, and she's in the bed, she's hurting, and she's believing that Toya did it to her on purpose. It's like, damn, it seems like Toya and Contessa was never friends, where she would believe that Toya elbowed her, and if Toya did hit her, like, damn, you guys ain't friends. Only reason why Toya can be so mad is like, damn, you're supposed to be my girl, you on the show, and we ain't even cool, and I introduced you, and you being cool with my friends and whatever. But it's actually Toya's fault by getting upset with Contessa because she didn't come to her parties because her father was sick and he has cancer and shit like that. So it's whatever with that situation. Like, they just ain't gonna get along right now. And so now all the couples are getting ready to go on a lovely dinner together, romantic dinner. And they're supposed to wear, white. The women wear white and the man wear red and everything. So they're getting ready to go. They're waiting on Contessa and they're waiting on Dr. Scott. Dr. Scott come down and was like, Contessa, she's in pain. She felt like you elbowed her. Toya was like, I did not elbow her. I do it with my hand. He said, whatever it is, it has a knot, it's swollen. And then that's when Curtis was like, well, we have ER doctors right here. And then Dr. Scott was like, I can take care of it. That's what I do. Basically, it is what it is. So he goes back upstairs. They get on the bus, and that's when Heavenly was like, yo, Contessa thinks that you did it on purpose. She asked me if you think that, Toya did it on purpose. And the same thing, she asked Quad the same thing too. Toya was like, F her. Well, she can get the F out of my villa. I don't care. Then Toya started crying. Then everybody says, we don't believe that you did that on purpose. And so Toya was like, I can't believe she accused me of that. Simone, here goes Simone instigating again. Well, if she accused you, what you did was an accident. What she's doing is not an accident. She's outright accusing you of doing something. So that's not an accident. So Simone is getting in these women's back and they actually going to work. So Toya, she's crying and they're trying to comfort her and everything. So it is what it is with that situation. So then we get to the dinner table. We at the dinner table. Everybody is exchanging gifts. Like, they're having a good time. And they start to exchange gifts, and they got some really good gifts. Eugene gave Toya, he's gonna give her a new diamond ring. That was really nice. And we have Cecil, he got Jackie a diamond ring and band together for a new beginning, a new start. And they use black diamonds. Black diamonds to let everybody know their brand new start. And then Curtis got like a black diamond bracelet. That shit was fire. And Jackie got like a diamond ring and a diamond band that was black diamonds. I was like, shit. And also Eugene, got from Toya was sex vouchers where lick your body, lickety split, do it like this, do it like that. So he has sex voucher tickets, going on with that situation. We have, Cecil, he gave Dr. Simone a little brown wood saying, I never say I love you enough, because she says she never hears I love you. Then he gave her a Chanel pocketbook, wallet to go with the little, carved wood craft that he gave her. So ornament. So it was nice. I thought that was cool too as well. Dr. Damon got gold cufflinks, diamond and gold cufflinks from Dr. Heavenly, but he don't got no shirt to wear with it. And he gave Dr. Heavenly diamond earrings. I think, did he give her diamond earrings? But first, Dr. Aiden gave Mariah a Chanel pocketbook, a Chanel bracelet. It was really nice. That Chanel bracelet was nice. And who was I thinking about? And Dr. Damon. What did Dr. Damon gave? I believe Dr. Damon gave Dr. Heavenly, diamond earrings. I believe he gave her diamond earrings. I'm not sure. I think he gave her diamond earrings. Dr. Aiden gave Mariah, what did Dr. Aiden give Mariah? Gave her the Chanel bracelet. And then Mariah gave Dr. Aiden, what did he give her? She gave him a diamond. She gave him it looked like a bracelet that he can wear to work, because he complains about that he can't wear any bracelets at work or anything like that. So she gave him, a bracelet that he can wear, and it was nice. They actually really got really nice gifts too as well. And I think Dr. Damon gave Heavenly diamond earrings. He gave her diamond earrings. And then Dr. Heavenly actually gave Quad a gift. And she gave her a bracelet. The bracelet looked like a diamond bracelet, but I'm pretty sure it's not a diamond bracelet. I wonder if any of these cast members are going to return their gifts and they just did it for show, for the cameras. I wonder, because them shits was expensive. But they got the money. Look at their house. So we have... I did like all their gifts. Their gifts are really nice too as well. And also Cecil's gift, his ornament, wood ornament, actually matches the Chanel, wallet he gave Dr. Simone. So I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. So that was cute as well too. So everything was going good, everything was going well. Then they started to play a game that's either truth or drink. Basically, you either drink or you tell the truth. And then so Toya's asking a question. Cecil, I think she asked Cecil and Simone if you guys woke up this morning, it was the opposite sex, so what would you do? Cecil was like, I would start an Instagram page and get on and twerking it. So we know what Cecil be doing before he have sex with Simone. He be watching the Instagram stats and world stars thoughts on there, shaking their ass and showing half of their booty. Some of them might be men too as well. So that's what Curtis wanted to do. Dr. Simone didn't answer. And so that's when Mariah was like, ask Dr. 80 that question. And then that's when, Quad was like, don't ask Dr. G that question. And then Toya was like, what do you mean? Why not? Because he did. And she was like, oh yeah, I forgot. She was like, oh, I wasn't really thinking about him cheating on you. I was thinking about all the furniture you stole out the house. What happened? And then she was like, he's upset about it. He's mad. He's being petty. And he's being upset about the situation. He's mad. But he'll get over it. It's no big deal. And so that's when Mariah was like, yo, like, won't you open up and tell us more and say more about your relationship? Like, tell us how you stole it, how you took the stuff, why you take the stuff. She should. I guess she wanted to know, oh, well, I took the furnitures and shit and put it in my new 4-bedroom townhouse. That's what I did. I guess that's what Mariah wanted. And Mariah wanted her to give great detail about the situation. And a couple of people at the table was like, she did tell you, she did give you information. And that's when, Mariah was like, no, she didn't. Then Heavenly was like, she told you what she wanted to tell you. Then Dr. Damon was like, well, why you guys jumping in there? She could share what she wants to share. She don't have to give us the intimate details about what's going on in the situation. And then after that, Heavenly was like, well, she already told you what she told you. She don't need to tell you no more. Who are you? She shared with you what she wanted to share. And then that's when Mariah was like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Don't ever try to defend me against Quad, because I've been knowing Quad for years. I've been knowing her longer than any one of you mother suckers at this table. So don't even get it twisted. Don't even play around with that crap with me. Based on Dr. Heavenly was like, shut up. Nobody want to hear what you got to say. Won't you shut your effing mouth, you effing B word? Then, Mariah was like, you don't know what you talking about, whatever. Then Mariah got mad. She broke the flute, about to shank Heavenly. And then, Quad stopped Mariah, and Simone got in the situation, tried to stop it. And then, Dr. Heavenly got up, was like, you effing B word, you don't know what you playing with. She took the chair, she threw the chair. And then Mariah was like, you better get your wife, Dr. Damon. Aiden was like, you better get your wife, Dr. Damon. And then that's when, Heavenly was like, you don't gotta get nobody, you effing B word, you this word. And she said, your mama. And she was like, I F that B word up. She don't know what she doing. The Mariah was like, I'm ready for this. And so then Quad is like, I don't want you guys fighting over me, getting into an argument over me. Like, oh my God, this is too much. And then they're holding Dr. Heavenly back because she's trying to fight Mariah. Mariah got herself a shank ready to go. And then, Aiden gets up, and Aiden keeps telling, Dr. Damon to get his wife and whatever else he was saying under his breath, because he speaks so fast. And then Dr. Damon was like, you don't tell me what to do. Like, it could be what it is. He got up out of his chair. It could be what it is. I don't care. Like, whatever. He was like, nobody gonna tell me what to do. This is family. What are you talking about? That's my wife. And he's getting up and he's getting ready. And they're trying to move him out the way because they know Dr. Damon will just, sit on Dr. Aiden. Dr. Aiden gets up and he's getting ready to walk away because he's like, oh, I'm trying to defend my wife and everything, but I don't want to fight this big old black guy. And so then Mariah and Aiden, they leave. Mariah's talking all types of stuff, talking about you don't want this, you don't this and that, talking all types of crazy, talking cash money, bad bullshit. That's what she's talking over there. And so that was the episode. And, Dr. Simone didn't say crap. Peace. I'm out. One love.